party hats. Boom, boom.
The whole go bang bang here.
Let us begin.
I want you to keep an eye out for the Boogity Man.
VHS Bandits.
Boogity! Boogity! Woo!
VHS Bandits.
Welcome to Coxwell
Don't
Academy.
need no DVDs, don't need no Betamax. These are the VHS Bandits.
Hey everybody, welcome to VHS Bandits. This week we watched Dracula 3000. Let's pop in the tape.
In an unknown domain of space,
Any sign of life?
they unleashed a power that has sought vengeance for 1,000 years. The lord of an unholy empire and the captain of an unsuspecting crew begin a battle that will turn the heavens into hell. Casper Van Dien, Erica Eleniak, Coolio, Alexandra Camp, and Tiny Lister. Dracula 3000.
And now, our feature presentation.
Hey everybody, welcome again to VHS Bandits. I am the Kevbot. Here as always is...
Topher Hansen 3000 with special guest Harvey Firestein. Harvey Firestein, how are you doing?
What? Who?
You.
Who the hell's that?
We've got special guest...
Firestein.
We've got
my lawyer.
We've got special guest Lil Sebastian, because Dane Train is a little hoarse.
Hey everybody, this is
Seabiscuit.
Dane Train .3000 with laryngitis.
You sound like you smoked 3,000 cigarettes.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost as much as Coolio smokes in this movie.
Yeah. Hey, Sonny. How many cigarette ashes you want? You want ice cream there, Sonny boy? Every single time I used to go to the Dairy Queen in Westboro, there'd be some fucking ratty old lady behind the counter going, "Hey, what do you want, Sonny? You want some ashes in your fucking cherry dip?"
You sound like an old lady whose hands are like orange from the amount of cigarettes she
God,
smokes.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, sweet cheeks. What can I get you?
Drives a beat up Oldsmobile and has a
Yeah.
very annoying little dog.
Yeah, working at the
I feel
diner,
like
smoking butts.
Me and Kevbot are doing the VHS Bandits live from Waffle House.
Hey, you better finish your plate, Sonny. If you don't, I will.
Okay, Mr. Warren.
Yeah.
So we watched Dracula 3000.
It's not Dracula 3000. It's Dracula .3000.
It's
Is it?
Dracula .3000
That's what it's on the
Immortal
box.
Enterprise or so. There's a sub. Does the box have a subtitle on it?
Well,
It's
no. So that's the
some
funny
other thing. Because
When you-
in the movie credits it says Dracula 3000 and then something else.
it says Eternal Darkness.
Yeah.
Eternal
But
Darkness.
the box and the
or
movie,
Infinite Darkness.
Infinite Darkness. But there's nowhere in the box does it say Infinite Darkness. It just says Dracula .3000. Like it's a computer
It's an
program.
executable file, yeah.
So, yeah, hey, we are continuing Future Month over here at the VHS Bandits. Hopefully sometime in the future my fucking voice comes back.
Hopefully.
So I had the flu all last week, and as a result, I got laryngitis. So you guys are going to have to bear with me. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
So this tape came from Enjoy the Show Video, 401 Main Street, Salem, New Hampshire. If they're still there, you want to tell them how much you love this movie, call them at 603-893-3006.
Oh no.
Yep, 3000 is in the phone number. What a,
Wow.
what a
It's
coinkydink.
serendipity.
So, do you guys think that H.R. Giger did the cover to this movie?
I think they gave some artist a rendering of
painting and then
H.R.
said,
Geiger
"Hey,
and
rip
said,
this
just
off."
copy this.
I think this is the best part of the movie right here.
The cover,
The cover is the best part of the movie.
which has no. It looks more like it's like the cover to Outbreak or something. It looks like a monkey skull.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah. It's cool, man. I think it reminds me of going to That's Entertainment comic book store as a kid and going through some old comic books. That's what this
And
reminds me of.
Dracula 3000. It does look like the Aliens comic book.
That's what I'm saying, from
It
Dark
does,
Horse.
yeah.
With the detailed covers.
Yeah, totally. And it says, in space, there is no daylight.
In space, nobody can hear you, Dracula.
Like, cut Dracula spatula. This is a Lionsgate home entertainment release. And on the back, you have this picture of Coolio, who looks like a
he's the
deer in the
best part of
headlights,
this movie.
holding an Uzi.
That's the calmest he is in the.
That's right. Yeah.
Is in the back in this movie. He's going wild.
Oh, dude,
And on
He's
the
out
back,
of this world.
He's an animal. And then you got,
They should have put him and his surfboard in.
I know.
Yeah, right.
Then you got Aurora, I think her name was. I don't know.
I don't know.
You got the blonde
Well,
chick.
let's go.
Then you got Casper Van Dien. And Dracula is not on the back of the box. So it says a salvage ship on a routine mission discovers a transporter vessel that has been reported missing 100 years earlier.
Dracula.
That is inaccurate because in the movie it is 50 years.
Yeah.
When the salvage crew boards the vessel, they discover 50 long black coffins. I also think that's inaccurate. It was maybe like 25.
25.
in the blackness of space, where the sun.
Some of them were double parked though.
Oh, I know.
In the later ones,
Yeah.
they double parked them. So
Yeah.
the other
and it
Draculas had
says
to
there-
call
it
the
says there-
valet to get their coffin moved.
Yeah, it says they're black coffins. They were like cherry red. You know?
Mahogany. Yeah.
Mahogany. So,
They were
They used bear stains from the Home Depot.
because
Yeah.
it wasn't couldn't have been real wood. We'll get to that.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're passing off as wood these days.
They're faux wood.
Space wood.
In the
Balsa wood bridges from Mr. Beers
yeah, right. Yeah.
carpenter class.
And put some weights on it to see how long it lasts until it collapses.
Put out. See how many Draculas.
How many
Wait
Draculas?
down.
How many
Before
Draculas can your balsa wood coffin hold?
In the blackness of space, where the sun never rises, the ancient curse that this mysterious cargo carries begins to eliminate the crew one by one. This movie is rated R for violence, language including sexual references, and some drug use.
No boobs though.
No party hats, man. This movie needed party hats. This movie came out in 2004. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Hey, I do my alter ego, Super Dracula.
Super Dracula 3000.
What do you think if we did? I think this movie
Oh
would
my
have been
God.
way better if Super Dracula was in it.
Oh,
Pretty
no
sure
doubt.
it almost was Super Dracula.
Oh, yeah.
Coolio was
With his-
Super Dracula.
Yeah, Coolio was totally Super Dracula.
Yeah.
You know?
Coolio was a better Dracula than the actual Dracula.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, totally. Yeah, regular Dracula, he was pretty lame. He's kind of a
I liked
dweeb.
him though. I love the idea of seeing Dracula in his cape and everything, just running
like a
around a
Spirit Halloween
spaceship.
costume.
Yeah, his Spirit Halloween.
Yeah, just running
His
around the
$20
corridors of like
$20
this submarine.
Dracula
Yeah.
costume.
I think it's funny how like
He's got like the foam insert on his collar to
Yeah,
keep it
right?
standing up.
he still has like it says like made in Taiwan on the back of his little, like necklace and stuff.
I think, you know what? I think they actually got the guy who poses for the pictures on the inserts of the costumes to play Dracula.
Or like you can't even use the name Dracula. Or
It's
the
Count
front cover it
Vampire or
says
something.
like blood sucking villain. It's like when you go to the Halloween store and it's like the knockoff of Super Mario and it says like jumping plumber. That's this guy.
Oh my God. 1,000%.
Blood-sucking
3,000% as a matter of fact.
3,000.
100%.
Oh my God.
One thing we should point out is, though this says Dracula 3000, isn't it like technically the year 2999.
Yeah.
Didn't they mention that at some
It
point?
does not take place in the year 3000.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I saw that on the so in the very first thing in the movie, or I guess the very first thing, it opens up with this German guy, and then he's doing it's the dude from the Korn "Make Me Bad" music video.
Yeah. Yeah.
and I guess he whatever, he's talking into
He
the-
really went downhill after that video to go to this.
I know. That video was before this movie, right?
It sure was.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. That was like 2001 maybe.
Yeah.
Probably somewhere around there.
Oh yeah. I remember it was a big deal of him being in that music video. Right? They were
Was
like,
it?
"Oh, we have this like big name actor in
What
this
the hell's
video."
this guy's name? Udo something? Udo Kier. Udo Kier is his name.
Udo Kier.
The only other movie I can think of off the top of my head that I know he's in was he was in Blade, where he's like, Frost, you are not of true vampire blood. That's the only
He just does future vampire
he
movies. That's
featured
it.
vampire movie. Yeah, that's this guy. You know?
But yeah, so there's like some voiceover and like a captain's log. I'm Casper Van Dien, man, and this is my crew. We have Coolio. He's some guy. His name is 187 because he kills people. I don't know. Anyway, then we have this intern who's 45 years old and doesn't look like an intern at all. And then we have Debo from the Friday movies playing the big
And
angry
no
guy.
holds barred.
Yeah, Zeus.
And no holds barred.
Tiny Lister.
Zeus
Yeah, Tiny Lister
3000. And so
anybody-
yeah, he's going through this log of all the people on the ship for no. It is just padding. I think the entire
the whole this
beginning.
This movie's 89
There's
minutes.
a lot of padding.
Nothing
Yeah,
but padding. I'm sorry, 86 minutes of nothing but padding.
yeah.
Guess what, guys? There's no storyline. There's nothing. There's nothing in this movie.
It's very straightforward. There's well, I guess he goes through
guess.
he goes through these introductions and he says, "I'm Casper Van Dien and I run this ship. See ya." And he just lists off the characters and it says assigned mission 2998
Yeah.
on Debo's log. But his name is Humvee. I think that's cool.
Oh yeah. Tiny Lister's name's Hunvey. Right? No, now Coolio's name was 187 because that was his IQ before he started taking drugs.
Space drugs.
Yeah, space drugs. I think
Super
Coolio's
Man.
duper space drugs.
Coolio is definitely him and Tiny Lister are like my two favorite things about this movie.
They're the only decent things about this movie.
Yeah. The one guy I couldn't fucking stand was the guy in the wheelchair, the British guy.
Scientist.
The professor or
The
whatever.
professor. He drove me
Yeah, they
crazy.
were just like, we're gonna take something from Alien Resurrection. How about a guy in a wheelchair?
Yeah, right. Or the guy from Doom, the shitty movie Doom.
Have we
Yeah.
done Doom?
Dude, fucking
No.
I think Doom's
oh my
almost
god,
a-
do you want to, dude?
I,
do
if I get
wanna
a
do
copy,
Doom.
I would
You
love to do
do?
it. I
Oh
think,
my
I'm not
gosh.
kidding you.
We can maybe for video game month we can do
Ooh,
Doom.
I feel like I would almost do that.
By the way,
yeah,
oh, I'm sorry, what?
I feel like I almost would prefer to watch Doom over this.
No, I would watch Dracula 3000 over Doom
All right,
any
how about
day.
this?
All
right.
I'd watch Doom.
Let's compare video game movies. How about this compared to Super Mario Brothers?
Super Mario Brothers.
Really?
Probably Super Mario Brothers.
I'd rather
Yeah.
watch this than Super Mario Brothers.
I mean,
Oh, really?
I don't know. I haven't seen Super Mario Brothers in a long time.
Ooh,
I
I
know
haven't,
I
man.
did not like
We're
it.
getting to it one of these days.
Yeah, we got to do video game month.
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
gotta say, the Sonic the Hedgehog movie is fucking amazing.
Are you serious?
heard.
It is
Yeah.
great.
Really?
It is
It's gotten some
fantastic.
really good reviews.
All right.
It is fantastic.
All
Go
right.
see it.
You say so.
You will not
think I
be
might.
disappointed. It is
I
great.
might-
You
I
really
I
might
don't
should.
get out and see movies anymore
Yeah.
in the theater.
Maybe I'll go
I know.
see it
I've
when
been
it's at
waiting
the Elm
forever
Draft House.
for
I
a
don't
Sonic
know.
the Hedgehog movie.
Dude, if they had made a Sonic the Hedgehog movie in the 90s, it would have been. Ouch, wait a minute. They did. They made.
They almost did.
They did a There's a fully animated.
There's a cartoon one
There's
in
a car-
Japan. Yeah.
There's a cartoon one that's pretty good. Yeah. But you know what though? You know what's the hardest thing for me, honestly?
Talk
When I
Sonic
think-
3000. Yeah.
Hey, when I think Sonic the Hedgehog, I think the voice has to be Steve Urkel, man. Jaleel
That's
White,
fair.
to me, has to be the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog. I can't think of anybody else doing the voice. I need to hear him go, "Come on, Tails, let's go get some chili dogs."
Let's go get some chili dogs, Tails.
hey, Robotnik. You know? Yeah, that's what Sonic
if
sounds
it was
like when he
Jaleel
smokes
White,
10 packs a day.
that would be the only thing that would make it even better if Jaleel White had a cameo or something. But seriously, it's a great movie.
Okay,
Anyway, Dracula 3000.
Dracula 3000, Eternal Darkness.
You know who is just about as fast as Sonic the Hedgehog? Is Coolio the Vampire 3000.
So, should we start going through this a bit?
Yeah, I guess. So it opens up with those shitty fucking captain's log things for no reason, just to pad time.
Yep.
And then I really didn't know what was going on.
The shots
but
of all the space shots, like of all the spaceships and shit.
oh my god, like the shitty CGI.
Dude, I feel like it's literally that opening CG to Scud the Disposable Assassin on Sega Saturn with the spaceship. It's fucking that clip from that fucking video game. I swear to God, it's like you're fucking playing PlayStation 1, Sega Saturn, Sega CD. It's all fucking grainy too.
Oh, this is so grainy.
It's so good. That's like, I love that shit. It's great. We should be ripping that and making an FMV video game out of that.
Oh my god. This movie kind of plays out like an FMV video game.
Oh, dude, Dracula 3000 for Windows CD-ROM.
Windows Me.
We're like Casper Van Dien, like he's all grainy in front of a green screen. And he's like, "Hey you," to the player. "Hey you, I'm Van Helsing, and you and me, we're gonna go fight these space vampires. Let's go."
Open up these coffins, and then you have to click on every individual coffin to find.
It's a point and click game, like Seventh Guest. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be fucking awesome.
Oh, it would be.
I'd love to play that.
That's all you, man.
I love that shit. I love stupid fucking point and click adventure games like that.
Can't stand them.
I can't stand them.
Dracula's can't stand them.
I don't mind point and click, but based off this movie,
Dude,
I wouldn't play anything based off this movie.
If Coolio and Tiny Lister were talking to me in an interactive FMV video game, it would be great. I would love it.
You'd have to hide from Coolio in different lockers in that gymnasium that they were hiding out in, or whatever the fuck that was.
So here's the thing about this movie. Speaking of which, this movie's supposed to take place in the year 3000. That's so fucking far in the future, right?
But it takes place in a mall in the year 2004.
Like, it looks to me like it was done in like an old rusty submarine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it
doesn't look like the future to me.
No, yeah, it looks like Jason Takes Manhattan.
Yeah, and they all use like fucking regular like handguns made today.
And
like,
they hide out in like the locker room for half the movie, and they've got like a Sony TV
there's a fucking
and a
TV
VCR on top of it.
Yeah, there's VCR.
Yeah,
How
it's
futuristic
VHS
is the year 3000 with CDs on the wall?
Yeah.
They do have vid logs though.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They do.
Let's get the vid screen.
Vid screen. Oh my god. So so it's about this salvage crew. We've all fucking heard this one before. There's a salvage crew who finds a ship that's been lost for a wicked long time, and they go to it thinking they're gonna salvage it, gonna make a shitload of money off of it. Same fucking story you've heard a million other times.
I didn't get that until I think you mentioned it before we started recording.
Same.
Oh.
I did not know they were a salvage crew. And I mean, they mention it like halfway through the movie, but when they're like searching through the ship at the beginning, I'm like, why are they here? What are they doing?
Casper Van Dien talks about it in his opening monologue.
Oh, I guess I blinked. I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe I farted and missed it.
So they get onto this ship that's been missing for 50 years, right? And one of the crew gets on there. She's like some Scottish girl. I don't know what the fuck her name is. She's got ponytails.
She's the intern.
She's the intern, yeah.
She's the college intern that's
Who's
45,
like 45
years old.
She sounds like she smokes as many cigarettes as I sound like I do right now. You know? And so she gets in there, and she's running around all scared, thinking that there's somebody else in there. But no, it's just Tiny Lister who's sexually harassing her.
Well, yeah.
And then the whole crew boards. And they got.
They're just wearing gas masks.
Yeah, they're wearing gas masks, and they're just like, I guess the air's
like
safe
the
enough.
army store.
Let's just take our gas masks off. That's fine. So
They go environmental.
So they got to go find like the computer center where they can get the ship back up and running, right? So they're messing around with the computers, and then out of nowhere, the guy's just like, oh, there's a guy in the wheelchair who's like the computer whiz, and he's like, oh shit, our fucking spaceship just took off out of nowhere for no fucking reason.
And then they say, like, later on, they're like,
because they were trying to tow it back.
Yeah.
They were trying to tow the ship back.
Yeah. And so they just say Dracula did it. That's the excuse to
Yeah,
everything.
but that doesn't make any sense because Dracula wasn't even awake.
No. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing fucking makes sense. And
the space spirit of Dracula.
Yeah.
Cut the connection.
By the way, throughout the whole movie, the captain of the ship, Udo Klein or whatever the fuck his name is, Udo Kier, the
Corn
German
video guy.
the video vlogger, the YouTube influencer.
He's like, hey guys, today we're going to talk about Dracula 3000. Like and subscribe.
If you like what you see, hit the subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss a thing. And
if you want me to get eaten by even more Draculas, we have to hit 20,000 likes.
click up here.
That's good.
So he periodically does a little video vlog throughout the movie doing the
Oh my
same
god,
thing.
it is cut. There are so many jump cuts in this movie. It's cut in like every fucking like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But nobody's like watched it. Casper Van Dien watches it,
He
but
watches
it just
like
goes
2 seconds
straight.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah. But yet us, the audience, see like the entire thing.
Yeah. And
we got to get all the details that they didn't film before.
That they didn't film.
well,
Yeah.
I can't even get the details because I can't understand what the hell the captain is saying because I can't understand his accent.
He's saying like and subscribe.
Yeah, I got that enough. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Too much also space weed.
Oh yeah, the space.
Yeah,
weed,
probably.
that's right.
Yeah, so I saw when they were doing they were walking through the ship, sexually harassing each other, and then we cut to Coolio, and like it just starts on a close up of a big bong being ripped, and I'm like, oh, here we go. Of course, there's some character that's this,
goes.
Speaking of, he is very much like Ed from Good Burger in this movie.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Whoa.
But like every movie every horror movie in the early 2000s was like weed humor guy has to be in it.
Guy.
Yeah, and like Jesus Christ. But I'm glad that Coolio is my favorite weed smoking guy in any horror movie from now on, I think. I usually hate that character.
Yeah, he's definitely the best of the token guys.
Yeah, because he turns into a vampire and goes nuts.
And he literally
And he's like,
he's like primordial drool from Bible Man.
Oh yeah.
He's the best.
he's like doing like weird like kitty talk to himself through the like. He's just making all these weird noises too.
He's the wacko. It's great.
Yeah, very much so. Did we talk about when they find the actual captain like tied up in his captain's chair?
Was that?
Oh, that was supposed to be the German guy?
Maybe?
I couldn't even tell.
don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Yeah, because he had really long hair.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, so I guess, blah, 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 blah. They go, we see Coolio, he's smoking pot. He says some pothead stuff. And then I guess they go look around the ship for more clues.
Sorry. The one thing that I loved is that Coolio apparently is a wicked surfer dude, but if he lives in space, then like...
Yeah, he's got his surfboard in the corner.
Yeah.
And
He's surfing in zero gravity, dude.
When they do a wide shot of the room, it's just like some random posters of like the beach, and he's sitting on a metal park bench.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what he
his
lives
bedroom.
on. Yeah.
It looks like they wallpapered the walls with Christmas wrapping.
Yeah.
There's like this sparkly wrapping paper on the walls and a homeless guy bench and a surfboard.
Because they just,
You're in space.
They just recorded under a pier or something. It somewhere on the coast.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
I don't know,
So,
man.
Coolio comes up and he's like, "Yo, dudes, I found something." And they go and they find what we guess is the captain, which also looks like a prop from Spirit Halloween.
Yeah, it looks like you corpsed a skeleton in your garage, Dan.
Yeah, it's like a homemade skeleton.
Dean's corpsing of skeletons looks way better than that.
Yeah, they do.
That's true. That's true.
And they're like, "Oh, what's this plus sign he's holding?"
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
He's
cross.
holding
Oh,
a
it's a cross.
crucifix.
What's that? What's the Bible?
But he's all tied up too, which is weird. They're like, why did he tie himself to a chair?
Dude, they don't fucking explain that at all.
No idea.
They don't tell you what that's all about at all. And they didn't find any of the crew.
Because he wants to not vampire the rest of whoever's left.
But like, there's no other crew. They found nobody else. No other corpses. No nobody. You know?
That's all the
yeah, they didn't even find any dead
Bay
bodies.
51.
Yeah, how come they found that one dead body but nobody else? Because they said, oh, they confined them. At one point, the captain says that all the remaining people that weren't infected confined themselves to their bedrooms. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be like a bunch of Draculas running around, not just one Dracula.
Nah, there's not even 3,000 of them. I'm sorry, not 3,000.
That's what I was
There's
expecting.
3,000 minus 2,999 Draculas.
Yeah, which is the year that this movie takes place in, right?
Right. And then there's a remainder of 2 somehow.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like, well, when they open up all the caskets, they find up all the caskets. I suppose Dracula's in one, but you never really see him in one.
That's because you have to point and click on every single one to find the
it's one of those ones
Dracula.
where your cursor is like this little like pointer hand. That
It's
just
the little
loops.
metal finger that he's wearing.
It's a skeleton hand.
Yeah, a
and it
skeleton
goes,
hand. Yeah.
Skeleton hand.
And so they're all filled with sand, except one has a vampire lady in it who has no lines. She's in the movie for like 10 seconds. And that's it.
one of the girls, isn't it?
Yeah,
isn't
I thought that was
she was
the
one of the
intern.
main. Yeah, that was the intern.
Are you sure?
She went,
'Cause I
she went
think
like
yeah.
running off at one
She
point.
got Dracula'd because
Yeah.
that happens later.
it looked to me like she was wearing like vampire clothes. Like she got it.
Yeah,
but
because she turned into a vampire. So
yeah,
she
but so
turned
did Coolio.
into vampire
But
clothes.
Coolio didn't look like he went to King Richard's Fair.
Coolio didn't find the Dracula wardrobe room.
Yeah.
He just
didn't
went
point
right
and click
after-
on the wardrobe on the.
He just went
On the
after he turned
armoire.
into a vampire. He just went into kill mode.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't get it.
He's like, I'm gonna kill everybody. I'm gonna kill everybody. Hey Dracula, what do you want me to do? Kill everybody? Okay, cool.
That makes no sense.
I'm coming back to confirm what I was doing was correct.
Just to check in. This is what I'm supposed to be doing, right? Right? Okay, cool.
Yeah. So Coolio, they're checking out the ship, and Coolio thinks that he's like, I want to find some weed, man. And then he, like, Debo is like, fuck you, I'm leaving. And then they find these coffins, which if this is a cargo ship and it's just shipping 50 coffins, I mean, why aren't they in a shipping crate or something like that?
Right.
You know, they're just on, like, the floor. They're not
Hey.
tied down. They're just on the floor.
That's how,
on the second level of like this. I don't even know how to describe it. It just looks like a warehouse. I don't know.
That's how they ship coffins from the FedEx department on planet Transylvania.
Not responsible if broken or damaged,
Because supposedly,
or if it contains Draculas.
supposedly Transylvania is a planet now and not a
Oh my God, Planet Transylvania. You're right.
Transylvania. It's
Yeah.
not like a place on Earth. Which
Oh,
I don't,
man.
dude. I can't fucking wrap my head around this. So the whole thing is like, from what I get, is all these Dracula coffins were ordered to get sent to Earth, I guess.
To Earth.
From
Yeah.
planet Dracula.
From Planet Transylvania.
From planet Dracula. From planet Transylvania, where there were none left. There was one left, right? So if there was only
Yeah,
one
he was
left,
the last Dracula on the planet.
if
And
there
so
was-
he had to call FedEx.
Yeah, so why all the coffins? Why not one coffin? Why a couple? Why 50 coffins?
Because someone on Earth was like, you know who makes quality coffins? That planet
Amish.
Transylvania.
Why did their woodwork is fantastic.
Ooh, the Amish are a little busy right now. Let's get some discount coffins from Dracula's Coffin Emporium on planet Transylvania.
So this is what I don't understand. from what I understand, Dracula's like, oh shit, I'm the last one left on this whole fucking planet of Transylvania. I'm gonna tell this shipping company from outer space, led by Udo Keen. I'm gonna say, hey, come pick up a bunch of coffins and like bring them to Earth, okay? All he had to do was get to Earth and then like fucking terrorize the planet, right?
Yeah, why doesn't he just get a plane ticket or a commercial ticket?
Take a fucking
to
space
go
taxi.
to Earth.
Or why?
Yeah, space taxi.
Why start attacking everybody on the fucking ship and be lost for 50 years? Why didn't he just lie dormant and then go to Earth and then wreak havoc?
He couldn't contain his hunger.
Makes no fucking sense is what it is.
Nope.
Do these coffins contain any batteries, perfumes, or Draculas?
Yeah.
Press yes or no on the screen.
Are there any perishables, toxic stuff? No. Would you like insurance for that?
It's an extra
Hi,
$3.95.
For all of our VHS collectors out there, hi, can I ship my Dracula's media mail?
Can I ship these Dracula mail?
Dracula mail.
Oh my God!
Why didn't Dracula just turn
What's
into
the
a
zip code
space?
to Planet Dracula?
Why did he just turn into a space bat and just fucking fly up and out of space? And go to
Oh
another
man,
planet?
yeah, he should be a space bat.
Yeah. Space
This
bat.
movie needed more space bats.
Hey, put some more space bats in there.
I love the concept of this movie, though. I gotta say, Space
it's great.
Dracula.
It's great.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Except, the execution, not great,
No.
but not disappointing. I don't know.
Well, the ending's
Space
ridiculously
Dracula. The ending is
disappointing.
terrible. Yeah.
It's the worst
Not as
fucking
terrible
part.
as Future Kick, but
No.
it's terrible.
This ending's way worse than Future Kick.
You
man.
think
Oh
so?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, all
If
right.
you guys thought the ending to Future Kick was a doozy, just you wait. This one's
Whoa.
real humdinger of an ending.
I've
hot
got some
take.
thoughts on this ending.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
some
boy.
thoughts, all right.
Jeez Louise.
So it's funny who.
So they're Coolio's looking through these coffins. He's
Yeah.
pointing and clicking on these coffins.
Yeah, he opens them
Debo
up.
leaves with the intern girl. And then a Dracula attacks
Well,
Coolio
Dan,
off
there's
screen.
there's nothing but sand in all of them. But Coolio cuts his hand, and some of the blood gets into the sand. So did the sand turn into Dracula? I don't know.
No, that's
Maybe.
what awoken Dracula.
Oh.
Okay.
It's like one of those like
Like he
bugs
smells
that
like
lives
bacon
under
cooking
the sand
in the
and
kitchen.
is like, ooh, blood.
Ew,
There's
gross.
some blood there.
Blood sand.
Time for me to wake up.
like
Time
Tremors.
for me to feed.
Yeah, I think.
Sorry, you
I
got
think-
blood in the wrong coffin. Now you're a Dracula.
So it's all.
I think he just smelled the blood and woke up from his coffin.
Could be.
Is it all?
How did Coolio even cut himself? Didn't he just have a crowbar or something?
Yeah. Well,
No, he
must
tried
have-
to open it up, but then he broke the wood on the coffin, and then he sliced his hand
I think
open.
he got a splinter.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So none of the like Dracula-esque stuff, like people getting bitten, ever actually happens on camera through this whole movie.
No. You ever say?
That's true.
Or really
Dracula
a lot
gets
of
his
action.
arm cut off, though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's not really a lot of action that takes place on screen. It's all like
There's-
off screen.
There's a lot of nothing that happens in this movie.
Yeah.
There is a lot of nothing.
It's
that
mostly
happens.
nothing that happens in this movie.
I don't know.
This-
I think a lot happens. Or they
More
confuse me.
happens in a Seinfeld episode than this movie.
This should have been called
What's the deal with Dracula 3000?
the Dracula 3000.
It's not even the year 3000. But so then he turns into a Coolio vampire, and then this movie turns into the aesthetic of this feature film is MTV Cribs. Because it's just Coolio running down a hallway with like Dutch angles and fast motion, and then in strobe effect, and then
Very nice.
Zooms and
yeah, so many snap zooms, and it just
people
looks,
looking in refrigerators, tricked out cars.
This is why I
Maybe
keep
there's a
all my
basketball.
blood.
Here's O positive. Here's A negative. I got Cristal blood. I got Cristal light blood.
Tupac gave me this blood as a gift, 3007. And then the rest of the team is in the locker room with the VCR and everything. And then Coolio comes in for the attack after running through the entire. Coolio is great. Coolio is committed to the vampire that he is playing. He is all out nuts in this movie, and I love it.
Yeah.
He's
Coolio's
jumping
like,
on the walls and
I'm
shit.
getting a paycheck, and they are giving me permission to just go nuts.
I think they
I have
probably
a
He's
gave,
not even
newfound
trying to
respect for
show his
Coolio.
range. He's just like, wow, you did give me an absurd amount of money.
I think
Yeah.
he probably rolled up his paycheck and he's used to sort of
Smoked
coke.
Could be.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll pay you in cocaine.
Oh, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised everyone was paid in cocaine.
I like him better in this movie than Halloween Resurrection. That's for sure. Skedaddle!
Wait a minute.
Hey, Dracula,
Wait a
skedaddle!
minute, dude, that's fucking Busta Rhymes.
Oh shit, you're right. Well, sorry, Buster Rhymes. Coolio beat you out.
That is
They were putting
only-
rappers in every movie in the 3000, not the 3000s, the 2000s.
The 3000s.
Dude,
32K,
that
Misery
part
Brothers,
with
32K.
Busta Rhymes is the only good part of that whole movie. In fact,
But Coolio's better in this.
except for Halloween 3, that is the only good part in any Halloween movie ever.
You don't like the Halloween movies?
I very much
No.
dislike the Halloween
Oh
movies.
Yeah, we've
my
talked about this before.
Yeah,
God.
I don't like the Halloween movies. I don't really care for Friday the 13th that much. I'm not really
Blasphemy.
into that.
Blasphemy.
Freddy, on the other hand, I love Freddy all day, but
Oh my gosh.
Coolio was in Leprechaun in the Hood.
yeah.
Yes.
Yup, that's right.
And
But he wasn't
Shriek,
a
if you know what I
vampire,
did the
though.
last Friday the 13th.
That's a good movie,
Oh,
too.
I'm
It
dying
is.
to see that sometime.
Oh,
Ooh,
I
that's
got
got
it on
Tom
tape.
Arnold in
I
it.
got it on tape.
We gotta watch it. Hey, we should do a
Gotta watch
parody
it.
month. That'd be fun.
Spoof month.
We should do like Repossessed and
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's
that'd be good.
revisit Silence of the Hams because that movie
Dude,
is amazing.
Retrospective.
I watched it like a couple of weeks ago. Oh my god,
Best
I
movie
just-
So
ever.
funny.
It never gets old. That's like a movie that like if I was stuck on a stranded island, I'd take that movie with me.
Oh, yeah.
It goes boom, de boom, de boom, boom, boom.
Icky boo,
Iggy boo.
Dr. Hannibal Cannibal Pizza.
Where did she go?
Oh god, it's so fucking good.
So anyway, Coolio's a vampire, and he's going absolutely bananas. And he breaks into the thing, the
rec
locker
room.
room. Yeah, and then he just he kills somebody, right? Who's
No.
he kill?
No,
No,
he doesn't
what's he
kill
do?
anybody.
He just attacks them and says so. He's just like, I'm evil now. Blah. I've been
Yeah.
a vampire for 1 minute, and now I'm hocked up on goofy blood, and it's time for me to kill.
The blonde chick takes a machine gun and shoots him up, but it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, and then he runs away. I don't know.
He runs after her.
When does he run into the Master?
So,
The
so what happens
Dracula.
is he's on a table with like a bone sticking out of his like unconscious after being bitten.
Oh, right, you're right. They find his body.
Oh,
bandage
that's-
him up. He wakes up almost like a zombie. He turns into an evil vampire. Starts fucking around with people. The girl comes in with the machine gun and they do this stupid. Dude, whoever wrote this is a fucking moron. And he's like,
jeez.
number one, I'm gonna get done. Number two,
I gotta
I
take
gotta
a poo.
take you. Number three, I gotta take a pee pee. Number
Number four, this movie's a
is
bore.
four. Number five, you won't make it out alive. oh, dude, and in this scene too.
Oh, this movie
Oh
killed
my God.
Dane.
You need some blood with a little squeeze of lemon.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. In this movie, fucking, I can't believe I heard Coolio say, "I ejaculated thinking of you bazoombas."
Yeah, oh my God.
You know how many times?
Which is so
I-
weird because the professor later was like, titties.
Oh, dude. Yeah, he's like, oh, I think Coolio wanted a titty fucker. I was like, whoa, it came out of nowhere. This movie's fucking off the rails, dude. He just like, let me tell you how many times I was zero gravity stroking my anaconda. And she's all like, I'm going to blow your anaconda all over the ceiling.
Oh my
They
shit.
probably filmed that Professor One scene earlier and used up their like one fuck for the movie. So they're
Yeah,
like,
right.
All right,
Isn't it
Coolio,
rated
you-
R?
Yeah.
It is.
So they can say more fucks.
Yeah, probably, but
They didn't have it in the
They
budget
didn't.
to say more fucks.
Yeah.
really.
You can only say
Maybe they were trying to go for PG-13.
Maybe.
maybe they're trying to sell it to the Disney Channel. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. The Disney Original Channel movie Xenon /
Z-Family.
Dracula 3000.
Yeah, that's right.
Girl of the future.
So Coolio goes out. The girl is running around. She meets up with Dracula, who they call Count Orlok.
Well, Coolio meets up with Dracula first.
Right, yeah.
He goes back to the coffin lair, and then he's jumping around like a cat and doing some more shit.
Yeah, and they're
And
like,
he
we're
does-
going to Earth, motherfuckers.
And he's like, "Hey, master, what do you want me to do for you? Kill some people?" And Dracula says, "Yeah, that'd be good." And then he goes, "Okay, wait, I got it. I recorded it on our Instagram. Let me play the clip because he's like, I want to be a Dracula too."
Dude, he sounds exactly like Primordial Google.
All right, I'm gonna hold this up to the microphone. Here, check this out. This is Coolio. Here we go.
Your wish is my command.
I hope that picked up on the microphone.
Very Jerry Lewis.
Completely unsolicited.
Oh my god.
Oh man, he is great. So then he just runs out, does some more cat stuff, and then the intern lady meets Dracula in the hall. Wait, she dies somehow, right?
She just, like,
She
runs
gets
away,
killed by
right?
She gets killed by Coolio.
Oh,
No.
okay. You're right.
Yeah, because, all right, so this is what happens.
Then Hotbot gets
Girl with the hair,
Meets
with
Dracula.
the ponytails, there's like
Aurora.
some banging on the door, and the guy's like, "Don't go out there." She goes out and she's like, "There's nothing out here," and bam, she gets taken by Coolio.
shit.
Off screen, you never see
It
her
happens to
again.
the best of us.
So then,
She was
We
the
all
worst
get-
character anyway.
We all get taken by vampire Coolios at least once in our life.
that's right.
I would love to hang out with Vampire Coolio.
Me too. Absolutely.
If anyone's gonna turn me into a vampire, Vampire Coolio.
He and I could,
Vampire Coolio in space.
we just chill out on a metal
On
park
Buster
bench.
Rhymes Island and Lake Quinsigamond.
Yeah.
You got to take the surfboard out there.
So,
Yeah.
for those of you guys that don't know, in our hometown of Shrewsbury, Massachusetts, there's this big lake called Lake Quinsigamond that separates Shrewsbury and Worcester. And
Worcester,
they-
you stay over there. Shrewsbury stays over here.
Granted, some
We're
of
on this side of the
Shrewsbury-
dead body lake. You're on that side.
Granted, there is still a big chunk of Shrewsbury that is actually over Lake Quinsig on the Worcester side, but still, there is this little teeny island called Buster Rhymes Island, and I don't know. Do you guys know why the fuck it's even called that?
Someone just called it
because
that, yeah.
someone called
Wait,
it that. I don't know.
Is it in,
It's
If
on
you-
Google Maps. You
yeah,
can
if you
check
go
it
on
out.
Google Maps.
are you sure it's Lake Quincy? I thought it was over by like Spring Street School.
No,
No, it's Quinsig. It's Quinsig.
yeah,
It
it's
is
right
Quincy?
behind.
Okay.
It's right behind Kyle Liberty's house.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's
where that
right.
is.
All
I
right,
never went to
you
play
go-
Nightmare there.
All right, you go home. Hey, let's not talk about that. If you go down Route 20 past
He's listening.
go down Route 20 past Flynn's. You
Yep.
know where Dunkin' Donuts used to be? It's closed now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Across from the
right
barbershop.
across the street. Yeah, barbershop. Yeah, right there. Yeah, Buster
okay.
Rhymes Island's right there.
Well, if you guys are looking to take a trip for your next vacation to Buster Rhymes Island, that's how you get
Wonder
there by
about
the closed
Buster
Dunkin'
Rhymes Island.
Donuts
Yep.
next
There's
to
so
Kyle
much to
Liberty's
do.
house.
Like
Buster
look at the
Rhyme.
tree.
Yeah, go down Route
And
20 towards Worcester, and you'll find
Go
Buster
back
Rhymes
to the
Island.
mainland.
So,
I hope you don't find any Draculas though.
ooh, no, you just
So we got to find another unnamed island in Lake Quincy and call it Vampire Coolio Island.
Dracula
Yeah.
3000 Island.
We need to go to petition.org to rename Buster Rhymes Island Vampire Coolio Island. And we'll put up a Planet Transylvania pizza house.
Make sure there's some sand there. We'll put some coffins, a little fake blood.
Who's
Nice.
the president of Planet Transylvania?
Yeah.
Was it Dracula? Orlok.
yeah.
They call him Orlok. Count Orlok.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then Casper Van Dien, like computer guy, wheelchair computer guy, is like looking on his wheelchair computer and he's like, I'm gonna Google vampires. And then he's like, oh man, there looks like because no one knows what a fucking vampire is. They don't know who like Jesus is, and they don't know like what a crucifix is.
Oh,
How do you not know this shit? I mean, I get it's 1,000 years in the future.
What?
Oh,
but
because
you don't have books.
The reason they didn't
It was
know what the
abolished.
crucifix was is because
they're
it was like
communists.
banned like 200 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
is
they
weird.
did have in the rec room. There's a commie flag in the back.
That's
So
because the cargo.
yeah, you didn't notice that?
Yeah,
it's the red flag with the sickle and hammer.
The reason is because the cargo ship is Russian. The reason the cargo ship
And
is
the USSR came back.
yes. The
See,
reason
that's why they're
Where
going
did
to
you
Planet
learn this?
Transylvania for coffins.
Yeah. The reason being is because in the actual book of Bram Stoker's Dracula, the ship that transports Count Dracula is a Russian cargo ship.
But it doesn't. Why would it be a communist when they stopped being? They went back to communism.
I don't know.
'Cause
It's
it's the
probably the
future,
only
I don't
Russian
know.
flag that they could find at the flag store on Route 9 in Shrewsbury that used to be Gallo Video.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Now it's Flag and Adult Video Store.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah,
guessing.
well, I guess
have no idea.
They went
It's
back
flag
to
and
burning books
drugstore.
and they burned all the Dracula books and Bibles, and then they had to resort to wheelchair computer to figure out what a vampire is. I guess I don't know.
Hey Jeeves, what's a vampire?
Yeah, and then
AltaVista.com.
and Casper Van Dien in this movie is Casper Van Helsing, and wheelchair guy's like, oh my gosh, this guy's name is Van Helsing, and he hunts vampires. You must be, him too, or so you must be his great grandson.
Because
Yeah, you must hunt vampires. 20 minutes later.
3,000 years in the future means that they have to be related. It's not like all the Johnsons and Smiths are all, of course, related millions of years in the future, right?
And then
Absolutely.
when he's talking to Dracula, he's like, I'm a Van Helsing, and I come from vampire hunters. And Dracula's like, I don't care.
That name means what?
Who? Van who? Isn't that the paint boy? Them? And
So what's her name? The blonde. What's her
Aurora.
name? Aurora. I was like Miss Veronica Vaughn. Aurora. She gets caught up with Dracula, and you think that she gets bitten, but she doesn't. And Dracula like tells her his whole life story for no reason because we needed some backstory context.
he's
So-
lonely.
Fill
So
in 20 minutes.
they go back to the rec room, and she tells Casper Van Dien and Tiny Lister everything. And they're like, yo, why weren't you bitten? You must have been bitten. We have to tie you up on a sofa so you don't get up and hurt anybody. So they tie her up, and she's like, guys, I'm not a vampire. Let me go. So then Coolio is banging on the door, being like, yo, Tiny Lister, you're my best homie. Yama really hurt. You got to help me out. Even though he just fucking saw him get shot up.
Right, yeah. He just got attacked by Coolio.
It makes
They're
no
not really
fucking
that
sense.
great of homies then.
Yeah, so why
Right,
the fuck
and
would
he
trust
didn't
him?
like him very much in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
And he doesn't trust this lady, so he ties her to the chair. But now he all of a sudden trusts Coolio to let him back in.
Yeah.
Makes no
weird.
It
sense.
makes no sense.
And of course,
That's
Coolio.
that's the one thing that's wrong with this movie. That's
Oh,
the
the one
one
thing.
thing.
Of course,
Yeah.
Coolio
Other
comes
than
in.
that,
and
it's crystal clear.
Coolio like pulls like a dark helmet. He's like, "You fell for the oldest trick in the book."
You idiot.
And,
And then he gets stabbed?
they put a pool
Yeah,
cue
no, he
through his heart.
attacks them.
Yeah. Pool cue?
The pool cue. He stabs a pool cue through his heart for some
Yeah.
reason. I mean, to kill him, but I don't. I forget the fight.
There is no fight. Casper Van Dien
Yeah.
comes in, shoots him some more. He's just like,
Oh,
"Hey,"
he comes in.
he's
You're
like,
right. You're right.
Stop wasting your bullets on me.
His space bullets, where he has a real gun, but it sounds like lasers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Maybe he's just playing laser tag because this place kind of does look like a laser tag
Oh,
zone.
yeah, it
Ooh.
does.
Actually,
Yeah.
that would be kind of a cool level.
Oh yeah.
Face the other team, avoid the space Dracula.
That's like when we went. I don't know whose birthday. It must have been your birthday, Dane. When we went to laser tag. When laser tag was everywhere. In like every empty warehouse in Worcester was a laser tag
Yep,
place.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It wasn't
there
my
was the
birthday.
laser-
It was, I think, Chuck Snowden's birthday.
Yes. Oh, okay. Well, I was there.
Yeah. Yep.
And were you there, Kevin?
I don't know.
It was a laser tag thing. Chuck Snowden was there. Dame was there. And then we went into like the different levels. And one of the levels of this laser tag place was like a graveyard. And then they had like, there's some trigger. You step on a mat and this like zombie comes out of a well. And Chuck Snowden punched its head off.
It was like this little like rubber puppet.
Yeah.
Zombies.
And we were like, we got to get out of here.
I'll never forget that, man. That was great.
It was a Dracula 3000.
I remember that like it was yesterday. Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So still Dracula has done like
Future
fucking
kicked it.
nothing in this fucking movie yet. So
No, very little. So Coolio's dead. Aurora's like, hey, I'm an android cop. I'm an android cowboy
yeah,
cop.
she's a future cop.
If you don't
cowboy
believe
cop.
that I
I'd
didn't
watch
get
that.
bit, let's get naked. And then they're just like,
Get naked.
yeah, get. And then Tiny Lester's just like,
Oh.
Kev, you froze up.
Oh yeah, he's back.
You froze
I'm
up. I'm
back.
sorry. I didn't catch that.
I said, and then Tiny Lester, I don't remember. What happened after she was like, we could get naked and
So well, anywho,
check for bites, and then he's like, I don't know.
Well, Casper Van Dien fucked her before. They're like, have a relationship. Casper Van Dien's like, been there, done that.
Oh yeah, right.
I wish he had a southern accent in this, like in Python.
Oh my god.
I wish he was this character from Python. He's like, I know Dracula's as well as anybody.
I do declare, there's Dracula's
I
on
do
this here boat.
This is the 3000th Dracula that I have encountered in my lifetime. Oh my God. What incarnation is a Dracula? We must search dogpile.com.
We had Draculas down in the bayou.
Bayou Draculas.
Used to have the gators sniff them out.
You ever seen a Dracula attack a gator?
I would love to see that. Oh my God. We're making so many other good possibilities
Used
for
to have
future
the,
movies.
vampire
Get ready
gumbo.
for Space Dracula 3001.1.
On the bayou. Space
Stop
vampire
Dracula.
on Earth.
V1.
Yeah, V1.
Matt Hardy.
Dracula version 3001.
Matt Hardy version 3000. V1.
Fun fact.
Oh my God.
Dracula is from space.
Factula.
So
Or Dracula.
So when does the captain? When do they actually confront Dracula?
I'm sorry. This
not till, like, the
Dracula
end of the
was
fucking
made up by our
movie.
team of writers.
So, they're like, all right, let's get some pool cues. Let's go fight Dracula.
And they find one more and break it in half, and that's it.
Is that what they got two?
because when the professor searches Netscape, when he uses what's that old encyclopedia program?
Encyclopedia Britannica, with the wizard, he guides you around the library.
Sure. Is like, yes, the only thing that kills Dracula is real wood, which doesn't exist anymore. And then they're like, pool cues. Ah, yes, pool cues from 50 years ago. That is the last
where did
remaining
they get
real
that wood
wood.
from? Wood had just disappeared 50 years ago.
Pool cues got the run on real wood in the whole galaxy.
Big Pool Q was the only corporation large enough to fight
To fight off
and
him.
corrupt the system and deforest the entire rainforest to make pool cues for spaceships to fight against Draculas.
What's that Tom Cruise movie with pool? Is that Cocktail?
Doom. I don't know. That one where you're talking about?
Yeah, where he's the
What's
where
in
he's the
that
pool
box?
shark. Whatever
Yeah.
planet that happened on. They
Planet
got the run.
Transylvania. Duh.
They're the natural enemy of Planet Transylvania because of all the wood.
All the pool sharks. Pool
Yeah.
shark versus Dracula.
Pool shark versus Dracula. Pool Sharknado.
It's just Tom Cruise is flying around, going,
Oh my God.
doom.
It's just one guy doing trick shots in a cyclone. So they have pool cues.
Or a
They're
friendly's
armed to the teeth
frenzy.
in one pool cue.
One girl
And
goes back to
they
like
go
the bedroom
to
for one of the
find-
guys, and there's like
Yeah.
this crucifix on the wall, so she grabs one instead of like a handful of them, which would have
Right.
been helpful. But she grabs one, and apparently
Sheesh.
we find out that
There's
if you stab a vampire with a pool cue, they die. But if you pull the pool cue back out, they're back alive like nothing ever happened. So you have to
Unless
keep
it's
keep
Casper
it.
Van Dien, and you don't even and their hearts, human anatomy has changed as well, because I guess your heart is now located in your stomach.
Yeah.
Because that's where everyone gets stabbed.
For the convenience of this movie, yes. There's southern churchgoers who are more armed for fights with Dracula than the people in this movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Hold on.
that's why Casper Van Dien has to go back to Louisiana to fight the Swamp Dracula.
Swamp Dracula. Dude, that's a movie right there. Swamp Dracula. Dot 3000.
Would it be like
That's
would it be like
that'd a
Swamp
great-
Thing mixed with Dracula?
I think it would be
yes.
like Swamp People, where we got 25 tags for the season, and we got to catch 25 Draculas. If they're not big
25
enough, then we
swamp
put them back
Draculas.
so they can breed for next season.
And they do like Dracula shows where they put their hand into a Dracula's mouth without it closing.
Dracula tamers.
Dracula tamers, yeah. They take those. They go into the bayou. They take those hovercraft things with like the big fan on the back. And
Billy,
like the big
don't get
joystick.
into the Dracula
Going through
pit.
it. You're like, all right.
Another kid fell into the Dracula pit today with devastating results. In other news, the Louisiana Zoo has a new baby Dracula on exhibit.
Hey, when you go work at the San Diego Zoo, maybe they'll
Yeah.
have you doing a CGI Dracula.
Dracula. Oh, I would love to.
So,
As long as it's the same CGI artist that did this movie.
yeah. So, they decide what they got to do is, if pool cues is one thing that can kill them, soak in sunlight. Even though there isn't one single fucking porthole or window or anything on this goddamn boat, we got to get this thing close to the sun. All right, so let's turn this bad bitch around and go to the sun. Like somehow that's
The
going to fucking
dual
do
suns,
anything.
the double
The two
suns.
Because somehow that's going to do anything.
Super Sons. You want one son? I got two sons for you.
So I'm thinking, like, okay, is there going to be a window that's going to
100%
open?
more son.
Where are we going to
They're
go
just
with
gonna
this, right?
they're gonna break really quickly, and Super Dracula's not gonna wear a seatbelt, so he's gonna go flying out of the front window.
Yep.
Yeah, things got to have a windshield, right?
No
Yeah.
airbags. No.
No airbags.
It's in the future, so this thing doesn't have forward collision warning like in your Nissan Sentra.
That's
You know.
right.
Future Ralph Nader wasn't around.
Yeah, right. It's one of those rear.
There's no
rear engine
safety
because
standards
it's a-
for salvagers.
Yeah, it's a Russian manufactured vehicle, so they don't
That's
give
a
a
Yugo.
fuck.
Yeah.
So this space
Yeah.
station is actually from 1998.
It's a 3-seater.
So the guy in the wheelchair is starting to wig out, thinking everybody's gonna die. He
You
gets
think in spaceships, but in old spaceship like this one, a hand-me-down Russian spaceship, like you start it up and it just goes bing, 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 and like the fucking warning light is broken and it just beeps the whole time and the radio won't stop playing the same station.
It looks like the kind of ship that, like, when it's really cold and your belts start slipping, you turn on the car and it goes "Ear," for like a minute.
It's got the seatbelts where you try and pull it down, it just snaps back immediately. You can never get it fucking around your body.
Yeah.
And then it just keeps beeping all day.
You have to turn the key just a couple times. All right, we'll get it this time. Come on, baby.
Oh man, it's one of my dad's spaceships.
Ooh, it's got a wooden bumper.
Yeah.
Say, what was it? A Ford.
It was a
Pro?
Ford Tempo.
Ford Tempo.
Ford Tempo, 94 Ford Tempo.
With a stick, of course.
Yeah, and my brother had a 94 Ford Tempo too, and like the passenger footwell rotted out, and like my dad fixed it with like some bean cans and like chili cans, and like soldered them to the bottom of the.
I love it.
That's weird because the bay doors for this space station were all bean cans too.
Oh yeah.
Except instead of welded, they were all duct taped.
There's plenty of duct tape on that car as well.
So they're hurtling towards the sun, but it's gonna take like half
13
a day
hours
for them to get there, right? So
it's gonna take forever, apparently.
It's been 2 moon cycles.
So
What the fuck does that mean?
Casper
Just say years. If you still got the moon, you still got the sun. Why can't you go by years?
Yeah, you're right.
Because it's the future. It sounds more futury.
I guess. They're
They're on the
Stupid
Chinese
is what it
calendar
is.
now.
Casper Van Dien is like cracking through every single coffin to find sand, and he's got like the pool cue ready to go and like stab it into Dracula if he finds one. Well, if Dracula shows up.
Any Draculas in here?
They find
Nobody in
the
here but us
intern,
Draculas.
the intern lady.
So is that who
she
you
was
think
asleep.
in there? I don't know.
She's taking a nap. That's
she was
100% who was in
napping.
there.
She wasn't
Yeah.
actually Dracula-fied. She was just napping. She was like, damn, these actually look pretty comfortable.
Now, how
Get
come
the sand out.
How come she was Dracula-fied and just chilling out instead of turning into Coolio and like being hopped up on cocaine and wigging out trying to kill everybody?
Because that
No
scene
idea.
was cut for time.
Yeah.
I think a lot of things
Or
were cut
budget.
for time and budget and contractual
Maybe things-
agreements and everything else.
Things weren't even shot for time.
Oh yeah, like half the fucking.
This
movie.
entire movie is like extreme close-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Casper Van Dien is like, Aurora, stab her. And then, never mind, I'll do it myself. Haka!
And then
Blood
she
goes
she dies.
everywhere.
That's like the only blood in the whole movie.
Yeah, you're right.
And then they had to pull the pool cue back out of her to fight Dracula. Oh no, but now she's fine. So she gets up and starts attacking. So they have to put the pool cue back in her. And Casper Van Dien's like, "Hey, I'm a Van Helsing. I'm gonna kick your ass." See,
And then they cut away.
You cut away.
Yeah.
So I'm led to believe that at the end of the movie, Van Helsing is going to defeat Dracula because that's what happens in these movies, right? We'll see.
Fucking nope.
So, no, Van Helsing just turns into a vampire too, and they have to pool cue him. Well, that's the end of him.
But Dracula then chases after Debo and Robot Babe.
Yeah. Oh, and Debo and Robot Babe find wheelchair guy, and they're just like, "Hey, wheelchair guy, are you okay?" And he looks like he's asleep, and she just starts fucking stabbing him in the back with a cross and kills him. And he's a fucking vampire. But they're
And
like,
Debo's like, "How'd you know that?" And she's like, "I didn't."
"What if you?
like,
what if he wasn't?
What's a vampire?
What if
Yeah,
he
what
wasn't a vampire? She would have just fucking killed an innocent guy."
Oh, well.
I think it's
The
just a
law
way to get
doesn't
the.
apply to cyborgs.
I think
Yeah,
it's
and
just-
she's a narc. She's like a robot police.
yeah.
Oh, that's right.
So why is she just murdering a guy if she's not sure?
To cover
That
it
must
up.
be the pleasure model in her.
So they
yeah, there's that.
they go to lock themselves into a room. Dracula's trying to get through. His arm is through the door. They
cut his
close the
arms
door, cutting off his arm, and he's just screaming bloody murder. And that's the last that we see of Dracula.
Ow.
That's it. That's the end that we see of Dracula. So
Yeah,
they're
that's
just
it. They're like, hey, we're going to be at the sun in 12 hours. And then
You want to fuck?
Yeah, Aurora's like, I forgot to mention, I'm a pleasure bot. And Tiny Lester starts to cry for some reason. He's like, I could never afford one before.
Yeah.
The end.
And then
the ship blows up.
Oh yeah, they don't go to the
end.
sun. They just blow up.
Yeah, they don't
That's
even
it.
like burn in the sun. They just fucking blow up for no reason.
Yeah.
Hey guys, that's Dracula 3000.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the movie.
What a fucking
And by the
ending.
way, the professor getting stabbed, Dracula's arm coming off, them locking Tiny Lester and Aurora locking themselves in the room, and then their conversation, and then the blow up is like 5 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah,
maybe
the
that.
entire third act.
Yeah.
They're like, oh shit, we just gotta fucking end this movie right now. I don't give a shit what happens. We're completely out of money. We're completely out of everything. All of our actors gonna leave at the end of the today. Just make this fucking movie end.
all the actors are gonna leave in 1 hour.
Oh shit, we've got 1 hour until this entire production self-destructs.
I literally
up.
feel like
something.
I literally feel like they had like 3/4 of this movie got written, and then they had no ending to the movie. They're like, oh fuck yeah, everything's about to end today. The ship just blows up at the end. Okay, great, done. That's it. That's the end of the movie.
Whoa, was that the self-destruct button? What was that?
Yeah.
Can you hear that? Oh,
Yeah.
hear,
What is
hear this,
that?
guys. That's the sound
What is
of
that?
precision turbo drive. That's my
What?
Mitsubishi VCR rewinding a tape next to me.
Oh,
Oh god, Dane, your basement's gonna blow up.
yeah, I thought you were... Is that your pleasure model?
Is that your Tiny
Mitsubishi
Lester
precision
model?
turbo drive.
Are you titty fucking your Mitsubishi Turbo Drive?
I ejaculated
Did you want to
all over
ejaculate
his
on
bazongas.
bazongas?
Oh man.
Was that your Coolio space weed surfboard?
Oh yeah. So
That
that
was
would
a
be a
good movie,
movie.
I think.
that's the movie, everybody.
This is a good movie.
Yeah, some might say.
No.
Coolio parts are good.
Yeah, not.
I mean, it might not be a
Kevbot.
good
He wouldn't
movie.
say this is a good movie at all.
I'd say this is a bad
That's because he's not a
movie.
pleasure model or a narc.
See this? This is a bad.
What kind
movie.
of bot are you?
This is a bad movie. You want a bad movie? This is a bad movie.
Put some more bad movie in there.
This movie could have been more bad to make it like a fun bad movie, but it was mostly bad movie.
Yeah.
Really? I think it's fun bad.
You know,
It is so early 2000s. It
Oh,
is
dude,
ridiculous.
this movie would make such a fucking good double feature with House of the Dead or
Oh,
Extreme
yeah.
Ops.
I think I'd rather watch this than House of the Dead.
Really?
This
I
movie
think.
isn't.
I'd rather watch House of the Dead all fucking
House of the
day.
Dead's too long.
There are sci-fi original movies that are light years better than this one.
Oh yeah, I'd have to say so too.
Like
What?
what? Raptor Highway?
Not
How-
House of the Dead 2. That movie's fucking dog shit.
Yeah, I can't. Nothing comes to mind, but
You can't
just-
back up your statement with facts.
You're right, but at least sci-fi has better production, better story, endings.
Now or in the early 2000s? A sci-fi movie circa 2004 or a sci-fi movie now?
Yes.
Okay.
Both.
Because sci-fi actually did put out, like, they had a movie in theater. I forget the name of it, but it was really good. It was about like drones and stuff, and killing
Drone
people.
the movie.
Drone the movie. It's a good movie. Anyway, but that was in like theaters.
Drone 3000.
So you want to rate it, or you got something else to say about Dracula here?
Let me pull out.
Kevbot?
Let me type in the old.
Oh boy, doing some research here on Dracula
Yeah.
3000. He's
are you-
asking dogpile.jeeves.com.
.biz. Are you going on what? IMDb?
Internet movie database. I'm
Come on,
hacking
Kev,
the
you're supposed
internet.
to
What's
look
a
this stuff up well in
vampire?
advance.
Yeah, I didn't.
What's wrong with you?
Dracula 3000.
Spatula, like Count Dracula.
Is that
I
a
just
BB
got-
gun behind you, Dane?
A
I
what?
just got put on a list for searching for this movie.
A BB gun.
A BB gun.
It goes bang.
So what that is that's a Cheyenne singing saddle, world's first harmless play gun with genuine bullet wine. That is a Daisy Red Ryder BB gun. That's not a BB gun. It's a lever action
Shotgun.
pop gun that belonged to my uncle when he was a kid in like the 50s. And
Crazy.
it's like it makes a pop noise.
Oh, that's cool.
And he used to be able to put some oil in it and it would like smoke.
You can shoot some Draculas with that.
Yeah. It's an antique. That
Cool.
Thing. Yeah.
All right.
all
So
right.
And then I have this.
there's not much
This belonged in the background of this movie.
disaster
That's very cool.
area. Except instead of that planet blowing up, it should be the ship.
That's right. Yeah.
So the only two pieces of trivia is Mina Murray, Arthur Holmwood, and Abraham Van Helsing are all names of characters from Dracula novel, and the name Orlok was the name of the vampire in Nosferatu.
I have some interesting trivia. The guy who directed this movie, after he made this, the following year, he made a movie and won an Oscar for it.
What?
What?
Yup.
What movie was that?
Some fucking foreign movie. It was like best foreign movie of like 2005 or something.
Let's take a
What
look.
movie was it?
I
take
I
a
don't
look.
Dracula
remember.
4000?
I don't
It was
remember.
directed by Daryl Rude.
Daryl James
Ooh.
Rudent. But he's like some foreign dude.
Wow.
He's a South African film director, screenwriter, and producer. He's probably most well known for his 1992 Serafina, which starred Whoopi Goldberg. Also regarded as South Africa's most prolific film director, he worked on Fatherhood with Patrick Swayze, Dangerous Ground with Ice Cube, and Cry, the Beloved Country with James Earl Jones.
So
All right.
he's-
What are the ratings?
And then
Gav, what are the ratings?
What are the ratings?
what? Oh, I'm on Wikipedia. I'm not looking at the.
Oh,
I was just talking about the director. Jesus. All right.
who's Jesus?
Just some dude.
He's
Just some dude in the
nobody.
desert. All right. Amazon out of 5 stars. What do you guys think?
1 out of 5.
One. Yeah, one sounds about right.
I think it's what most people gave this movie.
2.8.
Hey,
Wow, that's not half bad.
And on IMDb, what do you guys think it was rated?
On
I'm gonna say
IMDb,
2.8 as well.
like a 1.5.
Teen Train is closest without going over.
Oh, wow.
2.1.
Wow, no shit.
Wow.
You can buy it on DVD
Yikes.
for $5.
No shit.
Worth it.
Not worth
Not
it.
worth it.
Okay. What do you guys want to rate it out of?
By the way,
Bazoombas or Coolio vampires?
You can probably find this movie for $1. It's on Hulu right now. So if you have Hulu,
yeah, go watch it. It's worth it. It's worth it if you have Hulu.
yeah. What are we gonna rate this as? Vampire Coolios?
Vampires Paradise.
How
Dot
many?
3000s?
How many out of
Coolio
10?
3000s.
Out of 10 sand coffins?
3,000 sand coffins.
God, I don't even know.
Out of
Coolio Vampire
out
Islands.
out of Spirit Halloween costumes?
Spirit Halloween vampires.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys.
Out of pool cues? Out of 10 tiny Lesters?
Let's do vampire Coolios. How's that?
Vampire
Out of 10 Vampire
Coolios.
Coolios.
All right. You guys go first because I like this movie more than either of you, I think.
All right, we better start from worst and go to best here. So, Kev, you go ahead.
I'm going to give this 1.5 out of 10.
Oh, no! Shit, out of 10?
Out of 1.5 out
That
of
is
10.
rough.
Boy,
Oh,
so only
Coolio.
one half of a vampire Coolio.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So that's a
Because
vampire
of Vampire
Coolio that's like on his
Coolio.
knees,
Yeah.
down on his knees. Yeah.
Yep.
So why is that?
Because of Coolio, and that's it.
Oh,
I really
man.
like Tiny Lister. He's been in
Then
a lot of
give it-
movies that I like, but
give it 2 out of 10 then. If you like
Nah.
him. No.
He's the half? Or?
So-
he's the half.
What did you like about the movie? What didn't you like about the movie?
Coolio being super over the top, and Tiny Lister's okay. Not his best performance, especially because he was just like, "Hey, I'm gonna molest all these women." And then everything else I did not like.
Wow. Nothing, huh?
It was
Whoa.
there was like barely any action. There were no party hats. Could have been party hats.
Should have
Future
been.
Kick had party hats. Worse ending than Future Kick.
How could it get worse than that, right?
It did though.
Oh, it did.
though.
Famous last words.
I'm a little scared for our next Future movie. Are we doing another Future movie? If we do another
For the
Future movie.
Patreons, we
Yeah.
have a future movie.
I have that one picked out, and it's literally the exact same plot as this movie, almost to a T.
Oh my God.
So we're gonna be able to compare and contrast 2 almost identical movies.
Is Tiny Lister in it?
No, he should have been
Well,
in
that's
it
pretty
though.
good.
Frank Zagarino, action star, 90s action star. Frank Zagarino is in it.
What's your rating there out of
Oh,
10
yeah.
future vampire Coolios?
I'm gonna give this one 5 out of 10.
Ooh, okay.
Vampire
5 out of
Coolios.
10.
Wow.
I love these kinds of movies. I have a total thing for fucking space, sci-fi, horror shit.
Space Draculas.
I love, obviously, I love fucking Leprechaun in Space. I like Jason X. It's like the only Friday the 13th movie I really like. I like Event Horizon. Obviously, I love Alien. I love fucking space horror, spooky shit movies. And that's which is also the movie that we're going to be watching for Patreon this month. I like that shit. Of course, I thought I was going to fucking love this movie. You got Coolio, Tiny Lister, fucking Rico from fucking Starship Troopers, man. Fucking H.R. Giger style cover. How could this movie be so fucking bad, right? Well, it's pretty fucking long. It feels it's 89 minutes, but there's the fucking plot goes nowhere. Nothing goes nowhere. Nothing fucking makes sense. Nothing fucking happens. And there's no fucking resolution. The movie just fucking ends. It's like, oh, well, yeah, I guess we're all just gonna fucking blow up. Boom, done. And there's no fucking story arc and resolution in this movie. And I couldn't understand a goddamn thing that the captain was saying. But you know what? Still, it's in space. Coolio was fucking great. Tiny Lister was great. Like you said, Kevbot, there's no fucking party hats. That's already fucking 4 points in itself for me. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
They needed it bad. I would have
That's
given us a
true.
higher score if there was some party hats.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got, I don't know. This is my first time watching it. I don't know if I would rewind it, never watch it again. Probably you would, right, Kev?
I would.
Kev?
No.
Man, a few words.
But yeah, but here's the thing though. As much of a piece of space dookie as this movie is, I think it's definitely worth a watch for anybody out there. It's a great, get some shitty food.
Get some shitty food.
Watch it with your friends.
It's definitely good for that.
Oh yeah.
Don't invite me.
Don't invite
Don't
Kev.
invite Kev.
He's not gonna
invite
show
everybody
up.
else but Kev. But I think it's
Invite
a
me.
riot to watch with your friends and laugh at Coolio being hopped up on coke. It's great. You know?
So I would give this 8 out of 10 goofball future Coolio vampires.
Coolio vampires.
Jacoolio.
Wow, that's very generous.
I think it's just fun. Or if you like cheeseball early 2000 stuff, my God, this is it. It looks like MTV Cribs. It's got Goofball, Goofy-O flying off the walls, being a vampire. Come on, Coolio as a vampire. What the fuck else do you need in any movie? So 8 out of 10. If it had party hats, it'd be a perfect 10.
Wow.
And it's got Casper Van.
Wow. Wow.
1 point for each
you
party
heard it
hat.
Ears, guys. Holy shit. I'm going to lose my
So
voice again.
if you
over
only
this.
saw one party hat, it would have been a 9.
Yeah, it would be a 9.
If there was like a nip slip, would it be like
Yeah.
half?
What about a butt?
A butt? I don't know. It had depend on the butt.
Now, what
Is
if
it-
it was...
What if it was Coolio's butt?
Yeah, what
No,
if it was
that
a
would
dude
not be.
butt like
I don't
in,
want to see Vampire
what if-
Coolio's butt.
What if it was a
I'm all
dude
set.
butt like in an Extreme Ops?
No, Devin Sauer's
Devin
butt would
Sauer's
not.
butt.
What if it was Coolio's butt, but it was supposed to be like a gag? What if it's like a funny thing?
Funny butt? Funny dude butt? I don't know.
Funny dude butt.
We'd have... Well, we'll see. If they make us Dracula 4000 and there's a Coolio butt in it, I'll have to, judge that on its own merits.
So, I was telling T-Man this earlier, and you guys can Google this. If you Google Casper Van Dien interview Dracula 3000,
Yeah?
Yeah.
what the hell were you doing?
I gotta go see Jimmy Alicata.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. All right.
Who?
It looks like we got to end the show, guys. All right. Well, that's the end of the show. Our super fan, Jimmy Alicata, is over in Los Angeles right now, about to go meet up with T-Man.
That's right.
Yeah, go vlog that. Go vlog it and put it on a ship and then get attacked by space vampires.
I
Yeah.
will.
Wait, tell Jimmy that we said what's up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You should totally watch. You should show this movie to him.
I will.
Yeah.
I'll replay the entire movie for him.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Alrighty. Well then.
All right.
That was fun, guys. Great.
Yeah, that's going to wrap it up. Thanks, everybody, for listening to this episode of VHS Bandits. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, blah, 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 social media. Thank you to our Patreon members. If you're not a Patreon member, please sign up. Check it out. You get exclusive episodes and other stuff, like you get to vote for themes and stuff. Thanks, Patreon members. Thanks, everybody, for listening to this episode. Be kind to Rewind. I'm trying to rush it, but I'm trying not to leave anything else. See you guys.
See ya.
Aurora, baby. It's so nice to see you. Did I ever tell you how many times I see you and want to ejaculate all over your bazonkas? Or the times I stayed up late, high as a kite, in a non-gravitational atmosphere, while I stroked my anaconda and dreamed about your snow white ass?
Take one more step, and I'll blow your anaconda all over the ceiling.
Do I have to spell it out to you guys? You cannot kill 187! Stop wasting bullets! I don't believe this shit. It's like you idiots don't want to listen. I am a vampire, and ain't nobody bad like me. Ooh.